Class 2, today we are starting a new chapter of English 2, The Hidden Sun. So now let's start. Long ago, the sun hid behind a hill and there was darkness everywhere. The deer could not see the tigers, the elephants bumped into trees and the rabbits hopped over the lions. There was confusion everywhere. So what happened? A long time back, the sun was hiding behind back of the hills and there was darkness everywhere. Okay, so because of there was darkness everywhere, no animals can see nothing. Okay, so the deer could not see the tiger and the elephant bumped means to hit by something unknowingly. Okay, without knowing. So elephant he bumped into the tree and the tiger hopped over the lion. Hopped over the lion means fall back of the lion. Okay, so there was confusion everywhere. Okay, so why there was confusion? Because it was very dark. Okay, the animals had a meeting. They wanted to decide who would call out to the sun. The lion decided to call out to the sun because he was the king of the forest. So when it was very dark everywhere and they had a lot of confusion, so they called a meeting together. They had a meeting together and they decided that lion will call out the sun. Okay, because he was the king of the forest. Okay, so the lion roared and called the sun. Sun, sun, please don't run away from us. Come back and shine on us. But the sun did not listen to the lion. So they decided the king of the forest will call out the sun, lion. So the lion roared, okay, in the very loud voice, okay, and he called the sun saying, sun, sun, please don't run away from us. Come back and shine on us. But the sun did not listen to the lion. Okay, the elephant called out next. He raised his trunk and trumpeted, sun, sun, please come back. But the sun did not listen to the elephant. So after a lion, elephant, he decided to call out for sun. Okay, so he raised his trunk. His trunk is his long nose. Okay, and he trumpeted. So trumpeted is the voice of the sound of the elephant. Okay, sun, sun, please come back. So in a loud voice he trumpeted saying, sun, sun, please come back. But the sun did not listen to the elephant also. Okay, the beautiful peacock danced and pleaded, sun, sun, please come back. But the sun refused to come out. One after the other, all the animals called out to the sun, but it did not listen to any of them. So again, this beautiful peacock, he danced and pleaded. Pleaded means to beg. Okay, so this beautiful peacock, he danced and he pleaded sun to come back to the forest and shine. But the sun, he refused. Refused means to say no. Okay, so the sun refused to come out. Okay, one after the other, all the animals who were there in the jungle, who were there in the forest, one after the other, they called out the sun. Okay, but the sun did not listen to any of them. Okay, finally, a colorful rooster offered to call the sun. Everybody laughed. The rooster should be allowed to try. The lion was a fair leader. So, what is a rooster means? Rooster means a cock. Okay, So finally, at last, when every animal they tried, finally this rooster, he's offered means he he said that he will try, okay. He will try to call the sun out, and all the animals, they laughed at Rooster, okay. But Lion, he was the king of jungle, and he was a very fair leader. He was a good leader, and he said that Rooster should also be allowed to try for once, okay. So the lion was fair to Rooster, and he allowed Rooster to try, okay. The rooster stepped forward and gently crowed, "Cuckoo-cuckoo." The sun peeped out from behind the hill to see who was calling. All the animals were surprised. So Rooster was given a chance to try, and Rooster, he stepped forward and he gently crowed, means he made a noise, okay. He made a sound. Cuckoo-cuckoo. He made a sound, okay. So when sun heard Rooster's voice, the sun peeped out from behind the hill he was hiding, and to see who was calling, okay. So all the animals, they were surprised. Why? Because every animal, they tried, but sun did not come out, by calling Rooster, the sun came out, okay. So they were very surprised, okay. The rooster crowed again, this time a little boldly. Cuckoo-cuckoo. The sun came up a little higher. So when Rooster called out for sun, the sun peeped, okay. The sun peeped from behind the hill, okay, to see who was calling. So again the rooster crowed loudly this time, okay. So the sun came up little higher, okay. The rooster crowed for the third time. This time it was louder and bolder, and the sun rose up higher and bright. Cuckoo-cuckoo. There was light everywhere, and the animals were delighted. So for the third time, the rooster, he crowed very loudly and boldly, okay. So the sun rose up higher, and the sun was very bright, and there was light everywhere, okay. So all the animals, they were very happy, okay. Delighted means very happy. Ever since that day, when the rooster crows in the morning, the sun rises and shines in the sky. So from that day onwards, every morning the rooster, he crows in the morning, okay. So and after that the sun rises and shines in the sky, okay. Thank you, class 2.
Hidden Sun. Long, long ago, the sun hid behind a hill, and there was darkness everywhere. The deer could not see the tigers. The elephants bumped into trees, and the rabbits hopped over the lions. There was confusion everywhere. The animals had a meeting to decide who would call out to the sun. "I will call out to the sun," decided the lion, because he was the king of the forest. The lion roared and called the sun. "Sun, sun, please don't run away from us. Come back and shine on us." But the sun did not listen to the lion. The elephant called out next. He raised his trunk and trumpeted, "Sun, sun, please come back." But the sun did not listen to the elephant. The beautiful peacock danced and pleaded, "Sun, sun, please come back." But the sun refused to come out. One after the other, all the animals called out to the sun, but he did not listen to any of them. Finally, a colorful rooster offered to call the sun. Everybody laughed. The rooster should be allowed to try, said the lion. He was a fair leader. The rooster stepped forward and gently crowed. The sun peeped out from behind the hill to see who was calling. All the animals were surprised. The rooster crowed again, this time a little boldly. The sun came up a little higher. The rooster crowed for the third time. This time it was louder and bolder. And the sun rose high and bright. There was light everywhere, and the animals were delighted. Ever since that day, when the rooster crows in the morning, the sun rises and shines in the